Ọba ni Jésù.
Sọ pé
ọba ni Jésù. Ọba ni Jésù. Ọba ni Jésù.
everybody say.
Ọba ni Jésù.
In a west. Ọba ni o.
Ọba ni Jésù.
Ọba ni o.
Ọba ni Jésù.
Ọba ni o.
Ọba ni Jésù.
Òróró. Wọ́n ti sọnù sínú ìgbèkùn ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ mi. Sápónífojì ikú
Àti gbàgbé.
àti rò mí pin pé kò sí ìrètí.
Fún mi mọ́.
Torí mo jẹ̀bi gbogbo ẹ̀sùn
Yàtọ̀ mọ́.
everybody sing along pé ó ti sọnù sínú
Ìgbèkùn ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ mi.
sápónífojì ikú
Àti gbàgbé.
àti rò mí pin pé kò sí ìrètí.
Torí mo jẹ̀bi
Gbogbo ẹ̀sùn mo ní ṣùgbọ́n
ilé dídá
nínú
láti
láti
dàpọ̀ tí wọ́n Jésù.
àti everybody àti sọ pèsè bí ní ìgbà.
Ẹ̀jẹ̀ Jésù
Jesus is happy. Sing hallelujah. Praise our Lord who sets me free. Hallelujah. That's lost his grip on me. You have broken every chain.
Salvation in your name.
Jesus. Sọ pé ọba ni Jésù. Yeah.
Ọba ni Jésù.
Yo. Ọba ni Jésù.
Ọba ni Jésù.
Ọba ni o.
Ọba ni Jésù.
Ọba ni o.
Ọba ni Jésù. Ọba ni Jésù.
Every situation, surrender to his name. The condition is above his jurisdiction. Oh, at the snap of his fingers, everything must be restored. Hey, after all, now only God. I'm walking forward, going to the mountain.
Jésù.
I'm sanctified, I get immunity. To the mountain,
Jésù.
Jesus is God. Hallelujah. So, after all, that's what my friend told me. Oh, you are broken every chain.
Salvation in your name. Jesus.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Praise God. Sets me free.
Upon the cross, you are broken every chain.
Salvation in your name. Jesus.
Cause you are broken every chain. That's how it's running your name.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. How was your day today? Thank you for joining us. Good evening, good evening. If you are here, please say hello, hi. Shout out to my sister. Thank you so much, Sadado Payemi Abimbola. Shout out, lot of love. Thank goodness. There's notification this time. Shout out to everybody. How you not doing, my market people? How was your day? It's another wonderful Monday. Please help me share. Let me quickly give you 1 minute. Hey, Jowo Dalu, please help me share. Tell a friend to tell a friend so we can start. Please share. I'm giving us 1 minute to share, please. Ọba ni Jésù. 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 The Lord is a powerful King, and it's a very season period. It's a wonderful Easter. Happy Easter to everybody at home. Happy Easter Monday. What a season. The reason for this season. Why are we celebrating Easter? We are celebrating the gift of Christ, the day that the Lord died for our sin to give us the salvation. I said it on Sunday in my local church that people like me will not be able to stand on the altar or preach if not for the redemption of Christ, if not for God. And we have to be using the prophet, and we have to put chain on the prophet's leg before he went to the Holy of Holy place. But thank God for grace, thank God for liberty, thank God for the salvation. Are we not misusing the salvation of Christ, the death of Christ? Are we not misusing it today? Please, let's check ourselves and do the needful. Let's check ourselves and get ourselves back. Thank God for the grace. You can no longer remain there forever. If you are ready to accept Christ as your personal Lord and Savior, He will take you back, as if nothing has happened. May God help us in Jesus' name. And so, guys, good evening. It is a privilege to say Happy New Year to Bragidio. Guys, we managed to get Bragidio. If you can clap, I wish they can hear your clapping from hallelujah. It's a privilege, guys. Yeah, I'm not alone, as you know. It's a privilege to have my brother. Yes, my brother is my brother. You know, Bragidio is such a wonderful man. Even when I know that he's so busy with time, he will just say hello, just to let us know that, guys, I'm still with you. It's just, you know, life happens, things happen, and we have to keep going, keep pushing. Bragidio, it's a great privilege to have you today. Thank you for joining us. We miss you.
Thank you for having me, man.
Thank you. Can you please give my people a New Year message, a comeback message, a welcome message? Thank you.
Hello, our people. Thank you for having me back. Apologies, I've been away for a while. Well, I'm here today, so let's discuss. Let's have a conversation, and God will help us in Jesus' name. Thank you, man. Thank you, man.
Amen. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope the family is doing well. I hope the family is doing well. We are so happy to have you. So when you are not here, a lot has happened, and I trust you. I know you always watch us on the camera. But today is going to be like last 2 weeks, because last week was prayer. Last 2 weeks, we were unable to finish the questions that were sent to us. We were unable to finish it. And I hope today we will be able to answer them. I don't want to welcome you with a very ding question here, but I can't help it. I have to read my people questions. So I'll start from that place, if that's okay with you, sir. Okay. Mama, you people are on fire this year. Please, can you talk to the woman? Can you talk to the woman to work on their sex life and see it as important in marriage? As women are getting tired of women denying us sex. My wife was so good before we start having children, but she's always tired to have sex now. May God continue to bless you all. You know, Pastor Timothy run away from this question, and Sister Tony, unfortunately, they are not here today. Brother Gideon, please help us.
Why? Well, the man is right. It's correct because I understand how he feels. I think this question should be directed at women. Sister Rachel, why?
Sister Tony is watching. No, don't mention my name alone. Sister Tony, Sister Mary, why? Why?
The truth is,
you want to know why?
Me too. I don't know why. That's why I'm asking why. I understand that. Okay, let me give you the excuses I get. Is I'm tired. Yeah, it's mainly I'm tired. The children are not asleep yet. Yeah, it's mainly around I'm tired. We just came back from work. I'm tired. And sometimes I'm tired. Like, look, I'm not in the mood. Okay, you need to go and sleep. So I'm tired. The children are not asleep yet. So let's put the children to sleep yet. And by the time I put the children to sleep as well, I'm already tired and asleep as well. So at the end of the day, I'm on my period. You know, so why? We have to ask you as well. Why?
So because I'm the only woman now, you want to ask me, right?
I'm very curious about that question as well. So I wanted to. It's a very good question.
Are you guys ready for the truth? Should we tell you?
I need a pen. Hold on. What? Oh yeah, go ahead, pen. Oh yeah, go on, man. Sorry, man.
Are you guys ready for the truth? Okay. There's a lot of reason. Are you taking the pen? Oh my goodness! Ragidian is taking book and pen. Sister Tony, can you comment? Good evening. Shout out to you, please. Come and blame your brother. Gideon is taking daughter and pen for me. Yeah, right. To be honest with you, there are a lot of reasons that men need to understand women. That's one of the things. We are emotionally wired. We are emotionally wired. You know, gone are the days when women are not a career woman or busy woman. So I know that men are busy as well. Some people, most of the time, I'll start from sometimes when they say they are tired, trust me, they are tired. But our tiredness, if you know how to handle our tiredness, you will enjoy us. Because you should have started earlier, not when you want the thing, that I'm tired. If you have started earlier, you see us, we want to cook. We just came back from work. Help me in the kitchen. Even the children, you know that I will use the children as an excuse. Before I finish cooking, make sure you sort the children out. They are ready in bed. All those things and your words as well. To be honest, women will remember, especially when it's hot. When you say things that are hot, we remember. All we want you to say is sorry. But to you, what is it now? Is it just not that small thing? So emotionally, if you don't prepare us emotionally for sex, and you just come and want sex immediately, I understand, men, you are free being, you just want it the way you want it. And you want it that it doesn't work that way. I cannot be jumping from work and we both come back. I'm alone in the kitchen cooking. You are there sitting watching TV, doing stuff. After I finish cooking, I'll be the one to feed the children. After I feed the children, I know I still have to watch plates. I know I still have to iron the clothes for next day. And it's not that you are going to help me. And you are coming, you say, can I have sex? It doesn't work that way. Even if we manage, I'm not saying it's good. Right, disclaimer. I am not saying it's good. But it doesn't work that way. Prepare us long time ago before you come for it. Don't let me stress myself and I'm still thinking about how to iron clothes, about how to pack lunch bag, about how to get ready for tomorrow, what time I will wake up, to prepare your breakfast, to prepare your children breakfast, to get ready for my own work. The stress is too much. Help us a little bit, especially this part of the world where we don't have house girl, we don't have cleaner, we don't have another thing. And you know what? Sometimes when we first have children, when you have children, there's this thing we call libidos. When a woman have a child, there are tendencies that their libidos, they will have low urge for sex. It's normal and it's treatable medically. That is why we have sex doctors, sex therapists. Some people can get over it, but not immediately. It takes time to build it back. So all those things, I'm not going to go deep because the question is for, I know you direct it to me. I just tell you few things. And okay, hold on, let me read something. Don't mind him, guys. Sister Tony, I tell you, Bragidian is on hot seat tonight, and we wanted to be pushing me. Don't mind him. We haven't seen him since January, and he wants to come here. I'm leaving half of it for him. Sister Bimbola said, some women might be facing hormone problem in which it can reduce sex urge. I may fit him, but then I will never deny my husband. I would rather open it and let him do, but he will know something is wrong. We talk about it and sort it through medical. Thank you, ma. Because your husband is ready to help. But some men, they will say, she's not giving me at home, I'm going out. All those things. Bragidion, it went to communication and understanding. Let me read the last one, then you talk. But then God help us, or make your wife happy to increase her urge. If I'm not happy and you want to do, it will be a bit hard though. You see, Bragidion, I'm not the only one. So you can now answer the question now.
To the brother that asked this question, God bless you. Amen. So, basically, I mean, like you've said, most of the things that you've said, I agree with, because these are the things that I face as well. But then the good thing of things that have helped us, because we've kind of I've listened to many sex doctors and marriage counselors, some pastors as well. And one of the things that is a commonality between all of them is that, make plans. So for example, if you say maybe because of children, maybe every Wednesday, maybe that's the day that you're both working from home, or you're both not busy at work, or you come back home early, or maybe every Saturday. No, make plans. And when you plan, because when you make plan, that means it's in your subconscious mind as well, as a man, that, okay, maybe today is our day. So you will try not to do anything to stress your wife out. So maybe if he's working in the kitchen, okay, I'll go and wash the plate, because you've already planned it. So it is not then that they will not be saying, oh, this and this and that's happening, because it's already planned. It's already, because again, when we were dating, we always make plans, don't we? We make plans to go on a date. We make plans to do this. So why do we stop making plans because we are in a marriage? Because we think, oh, it's already there, let's go out. No, let's set a time out. So for example, if you say maybe every Saturday or every Monday or every Wednesday, that is when we have sex, that's fine. And if the resident is on their period or something is going on, then you can manage that at that time. But if you don't, like someone was saying, he said, if you don't plan to have sex, then you won't have sex most of the time. Because sometimes as well, myself as well as a man, sometimes I have so much on my mind that my wife is asking me, oh, what's wrong with you? Why are you quiet today? As in, what's going on?
Why should we plan sex?
Why
because even if we plan, it looks like stress to some women. I'm just going to tell you the truth. It's good to have a plan day. It's good to have a plan day that works for two of you. But sex can happen anytime, anyhow, as long as there's no children there. And why should I keep my emotions in our plan day?
The reason we are having this conversation is because you're not having sex. That's the reason we're having this conversation. If you're having sex and it's spontaneous and it was going great, we wouldn't be having this conversation. That's the reality.
The main part of it is communication is important. I know you men, you always quick to blame we women. Especially, to be honest, I'm not going to be here to lie. I'm the only woman.
We need somebody to blame.
Blame us. We
need somebody to blame. If I'm ready to have sex, and she's not ready, I will start counting it.
You need somebody to blame.
Yes, because it is not me. I'm ready. She's not ready. So I have to blame somebody, and I can't blame myself because I'm ready. I'm available. I'll be like, okay. Imagine, let me put myself in this man's shoe. For example, if it's assumed, let's assume, okay, this man he's planned everything. Let's assume the wife woke up. Oh, he woke up. He bathed for the children. He did everything he had to do. He cooked, and then the wife came. The wife ate. The wife washed the dishes. He took the children to bed. The children are asleep, and he said one time, the wife says, I'm tired. And he started talking about this. I'm like, no, it's not about tired. It's this. And then I'm tired. Are you going to find yourself? You just okay. That's fine. Good night. But it's in me that after all the work that I've done, after all the things that I've done, you are still tired. So is it tomorrow when the children are going to school, or when I have to wake up early tomorrow, or spend the whole day at work that we now have sex, or next week that the period is going to start? So again,
let me tell you one secret.
Yes,
let me tell you one secret. I'm guilty of this, and I'm not gonna lie. You cannot. Me, I hate. If you've been helping in the house, not only waiting for the sex time. If I notice that it's only when you need something from me, that you get committed. When you are doing it, I'll just be laughing at this man. I'm going to disappoint you tonight. If you don't need sex now, you won't do this. So you know you're supposed to do this. Why are you not doing it? Why are you waiting for the sex time?
But that should be something to encourage me to do it. Because if it's not there, then what do you want me to do?
But you're supposed to see your woman is stressed without cure and
if she's stressed, I'm happy to help.
Good.
But she's not complaining. This is something I'm doing out of my own volition. As an example, if you know that when I'm doing all this work, I want to have sex, then why should you not deny me? If I don't do it, God, will you still deny me? I'm doing it to help her now. You see what I mean? Yes, ma'am.
That's where the problem lies. That's where the problem lies. We are doing it for ourselves and to help. In our culture, it's not right there are some jobs that they thought is for women. You know, it's not in this part of the job. Cooking, men in this part of the world, British men, they love cooking more than women. But Africa, even if my mother-in-law is alive, she's with me, and my husband is cooking every day, she will say, I have used juju for my husband. But why must we be this is the part of the world we don't have house there. In Nigeria, it's okay if you are blessed, if you have money, you can have 2-3 domestic workers. I have to do all these things. Nobody's supposed to tell. If you really, really love your wife, you see that she's stressed, you should be happy. Not only when you want to have sex. If you keep it, yes, ma'am. I
think you're adding more things to this conversation that you shouldn't be adding. Okay. The conversation is every time I want to have sex, my wife is always saying, oh, denying me sex. The women are always because of children and all those things. That's the conversation. The woman is happy doing everything. What I said was the woman is happy doing everything before. There was no problem. It's just when it comes to sex. And the day that we've chosen to have sex, I said, okay, because today is the day we want to have sex. Okay, let me be a good husband and prepare her. Like you said, prepare me. So I started washing plates, putting the children to bed. You were not complaining before, but today I decided to help because of what I want. So there was no complaint. So how come after I've done all that work, you now tell me you're tired? What were you tired doing? I've done most of the job. That is what hurts me.
Let me read comment.
Okay.
Let me read comment for 1 minute. Then you will continue. Because me, I haven't understand anything. Talking from the women perspective. So let me read. I don't want to be too emotional and personal. So let me read people comment. Even Sister Big Boy is even tired of you. Brother Gideon, I just laugh. They're just laughing because they know thou shalt know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. Let me read again. Yes, Mama, communication, understanding, and godly life really help in marriage. Thank you. Communication. One thing I learned, Brother Gideon, we talk about everything in marriage. We don't discuss sex. And that is one of the important things we should be discussing. Oh, I like the one you do today. I'm happy. Oh, what happened? Why are you 1 minute? Why are you 2 seconds? We see it as a sin to discuss sex. And it's one of the paramount. Thank you, my sister. She also said, must woman be the one doing all house here? Try help your wife. Make her happy. Be a godly man. He will never deny you. You see, they've replied you that women will never deny you if you do all you say you do. So let me continue.
But you always say you are tired because of stress, because of hormone, because of children. Okay, carry on. Sorry.
Gideon, she will never deny you, rather. Okay. Sister Tony says women should not be treated like a TV or piece of furniture. Women need to be emotionally stable to give maximum satisfaction, and men just need to understand that and help the women settle. With that, both can enjoy themselves. You see?
Did you realize that as men, we don't ask for a lot. We don't need a lot. You know, right? We don't demand a lot as men. We don't demand a lot. In the house is the woman's house. The one thing,
like a baby.
but the one thing that a man likes in his house is his wife. Yeah, sex. So, and his house and maybe his cars. So that's the only thing. Everything else is for the woman. So, and that is what we are having a conversation and disagreement again about now. And most of the people that have been coming up with all these excuses are women. No, carry on. Okay.
Okay. I don't know if Pastor Timothy is watching us. Pastor Timothy, please. I want men opinion. If we have any men, I can see some certain people watching us now. If we have any men, please help me comment. Men support Brad Gideon. I'm just saying how we feel because you guys are blaming us. And I'm telling, and I've asked you, are you ready to accept the truth? Let me read Sister Toyin's second question. Second comment though. God has made us women so well. We are multitasking. But then God still calls us help me. But unfortunately, our men expect us to do everything at home, including looking after the kids, etc. Why they are busy doing what? And in the evening, they want the do and do. I don't know. I don't know either.
How come? Okay, let me ask this question as well, Sister Rachel. How come, for example, for a man that's gone to work all day, has been tired, and let's say the woman is at home, let's say they have children, okay? The woman is at home, the man has gone to work all day, in the evening is tired, is back home, and the woman wants sex, and the man says, look, I'm tired, I'm working all day. What should the woman do?
Okay. Did you know that you guys have more sexual urge than women?
I'm just saying on this odd occasion, in that situation, what should the man do? I agree. Yes, I agree with you. Yes, because we have
created you. He has nothing to do.
Yes,
that's how God created men. Men, if men say no, it's not. Then we have to ask for why. Like UK children, we ask. If it is me, I will ask why. If the reason is genuine, why not? We can sleep and do it in the morning. It's not. That's why I cannot fix it with anybody. Because it's our body, it's our time. If I always tell married people, I say if the children are not allowed, if you want to eat in the kitchen, go on. If it is in the bathroom, because by the time you are planning, you put more pressure on yourself, planning for it, and at the end of the day, you won't have the best of it.
I mean, the reason I'm asking that question, Sister Rachel, is because I have some friends that do contracts, and they travel maybe from Bedford or Luton to maybe like Manchester to work for the whole week. And after the week, on weekends, they come home, spend the weekend with the family. And then the Monday again, early in the morning, catch the early 5:30 train to Manchester again to start work and go back and forth. And every weekend, they come home on Friday nights and all those things. Now, imagine you've been away for a whole week. And maybe something is on your mind as a man and you're tired, you came home. And then the weekend, you've got things planned. Maybe you're going to visit your parents and everything. And everything has been jumbled together. And then you came and your wife said, I haven't seen you all week. I said, my wife, I'm tired. Let me just rest and relax. And then the next day, we have to rush here in the morning. And then the next day, see you next week.
Brother, don't give it to us. We understand. When men, when they are tired, they want sex. That is when they want sex most. Because they believe sex will calm them. It's scientific proof. So when men say they are tired, the things they want, even with their tiredness, is something to calm their, not even more than shower.
How do you know? How do you know? Yeah, man. Me, I am a man now. And I'm telling you, you can be tired.
I'm telling you, I'm not
you try to disagree now.
Brother, you know this thing. Or else you are seeing another woman outside in your office. Okay, let me read people comments. Because I don't want to look like this today. Brother, this thing you are coming into, it's very hard. It's very beyond what you expected. Let me read comments, please. Oh, sister, I've missed some part of the comment reading. Sister Bimbola, Bro Gideon, accept the truth, sir. They say you should accept the truth. Okay, shout out, staff for me. I love you, Victoria. See, she said man can be tired too, and we understand perfectly, but not using it as excuse. When you are tired tonight, you are tired in the morning, next tomorrow you are tired, and we know that something is tiring you in the office. It is not the work, it is the secretary. It is
But
your
that's
fault.
what the women do. Every time you are tired, what should I do? What should the man do as well? If every time you are tired, see, for the man, it's okay. But for the woman, tired. There's always excuses. That's the point I'm trying to make.
It's not that there are excuses. Let me read this comment. I will tell you what I'm saying. You are mixing it up. And I will tell you, I am not in any way supporting bad habits, because once you marry, sex is, you file for sex. But let me read the comment. Sister Tony said, if the nature of his job is demand, we know and understand. But if not, I will start my Google search to know what is going on. I'm telling you, men cannot play. Women, we can hold ourselves for years. Men, the men we know in this part of our world, which men? Sister Tony, please let me calm down. Sister Abibola says, it is vice versa. If the woman cook his husband's favorite, the husband himself will know something is fishy. It is either the wife needs money or something else. I sabi pamper and appreciate when it comes to that. Bragidon accept this. People are sister, you are just you are giving Bragidon our secret. Right, Bragidon, joke apart. I'm not in any way saying it is good for men or it is good for women. But I said rightly, men, your sexual urge is very high. If you don't have sexual diseases or sexual problem, and you have a wife that you love, and you didn't have 1 month, no sex, 2 months, no sex, my brother, what tiredness is tiring you? No matter how your job, if you Google it, it's there. With research, the nature, when men are really tired, they want sex to calm their nerves. They believe when they have sex, they will be okay. It's okay, there are days, everybody faces a lot of days that you just don't feel like. Men are allowed, but men, when men started having an excuse, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, me, I will do Google search, like Sister Tony said, though. Baba Google search, not only Google search, secret monitoring spirits. And I will pray to Holy Ghost. You have to repeat what is going on. Bragidon, it's not easy. We know that once men started, there are some things. It's like when women as well, we have our own thing. But when men started, even I still prefer a man rejecting food than a man rejecting sex. That's just the truth. I might be wrong, but I'm just saying the importance of sex. It's important to women and men in marriage, but men is so much created, so passionate about it. So I'm sorry, Bragidon, I know you don't accept, but Sister Fumi says, thank you, Sister Rachel, because we know men sometimes use it to calm down and sleep better. I'm telling you, men know they're tired for sex, or if your wife offends you, that is, thank you. That's what I'm saying.
But I can be offended if I've been having sex, asking for sex for like 5 days, and you are not giving me sex. Then I can be offended. I say, okay, I don't want to have sex.
But that doesn't mean you are tired. It's because you have
I'm saying that can be my own reason as well. I'm saying men can have that reason as well. I say, okay, I don't want sex. I'm denying sex as well because you've been denying for the past 5 days. And the point of all this is, please, wherever it is that we can, let's try and help each other. One. And number two, there's another thing that a man of God said. I just remembered now. The man was talking to, it was a man anyway. So well, it's a man that is saying it, so it could be a different story. He said in the olden days when the Bible was talking about the elderly women teaching the younger women about how to sort their house out and how to manage their relationship and stuff. That what were they teaching them? Were they just teaching them Bible story of Deborah? It said there's so many things that they're teaching them. Like, it's not only about that. There are some of them are teaching them how to please their husbands. That it was just going through that thing. That it's not only sex that helps a man. It's not only sex that helps to please your husband. There are other things that you can do to please your husband. And he was just going through it in details. Maybe one of those days you can have a seminar for us about this. But it was just kind of encouraging women that it's not only about the intercourse of sex, that is the intimacy when it comes to marriage and relationship. or in a marriage. It's not only about sex. That there's other ways of intimacy that doesn't require actual sex, and it's like sometimes it needs, some women need education, the older women, to teach the younger women that are married how to please their husband better, or techniques or excuses or ways they help themselves or help their husband. And when he was saying it, I was like, oh, sounds interesting. But again, it's about knowing these things and teaching. For example, if, as a man, I was, before I got married, I was told, oh, before you can get married, you need to have a house. You need to have a job and have a house that you can use to take care of it. That was what they were teaching me. So if I didn't have a job and have a flat or somewhere that I can take care of the family, then I can't get married. That was what was in my own head before I got married. That was the teaching they were pushing. What was, I don't know what they were teaching the women anyway. How to please your husband? Is there a course about it? I don't know. So I mean, in the world, out there in the world, we watch movies, we hear stories of some exercise or whatever it is that they're teaching people in the world how to please men. But in the church, what do we have? Is it just Bible study, or what is it that we have? I'm just thinking out loud.
We have it. That's why you do marriage counseling before you get married. In most of the church that I'm aware of, before you go to your husband, now there'll be a marriage counselors, and those things are the things. Bragidion, are you there? Those things are the things they teaches them. Are you hearing me, sir?
Yes, ma. I can hear you, ma.
Yeah, so those things are the things they teaches them. At least I can say from my own perspective, they will teach you to please your husband sexually, to feed him and stuff, and how to manage and when your husband is upset, when you have conflicts, communications, all those stuffs are the things they teach in marriage seminar. They might not go, and even most of the churches now, they now have relationship classes. They now have programs. Gone are the day when they don't talk about sex. Sex is so important. So now they talk about it. So I want you to complete what you are saying. I don't want to. Okay. So then, sir, I still believe that we can help ourselves. Let's know the problem, look for help, and get it solved. Means when women, most women that I know, at least I speak to some of them, we have low libidos after birth. So, and if you even use some family planning method, they finish you. That's just the truth. Sorry. If you even use some family planning method, they finish you. So you will lose, you don't have your sex, because your hormone will be everywhere. All the things, a lot of things will be happening. But then, when the husband is not seeing it, she's just always saying excuse. Instead of us to talk, okay, this is, I don't know, I just don't, if we've been talking about sex in our family before, we'll be free to tell each other, my body is not just moving. I don't feel like, okay, what has happened? It looks as if since you've had my baby, that is since this thing happened, should we visit doctor? There are some, this drink they do. Mr. Tony will remind me, tiger nuts, dates, and baby coconut. They blend it together. There's a lot of organic things. There are a lot of organic things that they used and that is working. But if it's not working, don't let us be ashamed to see doctors. It happens in men as well. There are men working with low sperm count. There are men that cannot satisfy their wife. Yes, they want it every second. But 1 minute they are done, and the wife is still wants the do. Now the wife is not satisfied. So we need to work on each other, and the woman as well. There's no point denying each other. To be honest, sex in marriage is our responsibility as a woman. I am not saying it's good for women to deny. It is not good. We vow to satisfy our husband. We will not be happy if we went outside to satisfy himself. So definitely it is not good. But let's talk together. If there's a way we can help each other, let's go medically and sort each other out. Bragidion.
Thank you, ma. I agree with your submission. Thank you.
Sister Tony said, it is not good to use sex as a weapon. It is an abuse. May God help us. So, amen. May God help us. It is not good to use sex as a weapon. Even when you are fighting, sex can quickly finish your fight. That's just the truth. If you know how to use it, there are bad way of using it. There are good ways of using it. God created this just for us to have intimacy, just for us to know that marriage is beyond giving birth and child rearing. God knows the importance of intimacy, coming together. So the Lord will help us. Men, check your wife. If your wife complains a lot, I don't say we don't complain, we complain. Check if the hormone is working, if the libido is not low. Check if something is going on with his hormone. Check if the family planning that we are both used to make sure we give gap to our children, if it is affecting. Speak to the doctor. This time I'm not saying counselor. You see, I didn't say go to the counselor. Speak to the doctor. There are sex doctors every country. Please speak to the doctor and the Lord. Thank you, Sister Tony. They said dates, tiger nut and coconut blend together can help women libido, and it helps men as well. Because there are some men, when they drink it, they just sleep off. The Lord will help us in Jesus' name. Thank you so much. Brother Gideon finally concur. Now we can move. Brother Gideon, we are sorry, eh?
It's okay. I agree. I'm just feeling for the man that raised the question. That's all.
We just say the truth. The things that causes it. I love my husband. I know it's my responsibility to have sex with him. I even want to have sex with him because that makes us closer. We know there's thing called skin to skin in UK. When you just have a baby, they say that skin to skin will make you bond. The same thing, men and women, we are having skin to skin. We are bonding when we have sex. And the Lord will help us in Jesus' name. Good evening, my Oga. Welcome. We just finished talking about women. Brother Gideon just bombarded us today. Thank God we win. We just want a battle.
I will give you that, so it's fine.
Sister Payemi, please. Is there any libido booster that you know of? You know, Sister Tony has talked about that date, tiger nut, and coconut blend together. That one is natural things that help. Even men, you can do it. Give it to your wife. I just made a nice drink for you. Try it. Who knows what's work? God help us in Jesus' name. Let me go to the next question, Brother Gideon. Right, this one says, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I thank God for your program. It is an eye-opener for me. The man that impregnated me when I was in school, that never accept the pregnancy, nor the baby, show up now to apologize and claim the child because he was unable to have a baby since then. And they told him it was because of what he did to me. I accept the apology, but my child remains my husband's child, as he was the one taking care of him for 12 years. Everyone say I should change the surname to his, but we have the legal adoption paper for him to bear my husband's name. What are your opinion on my stand? Brother Gideon.
I don't think there is any question in that one. It's okay. Welcome. Yeah, this is your father. This is your biological father. You're welcome. Nice to meet you. Okay, that's the end. You can't. Why should you change the name? You have not been there since for 12 years. The boy is 12 years old. And you don't want to change the name. Come on, that makes no sense. You can, if he wants to have a relationship with the child, then it's up to the child. You can't stop them from having a relationship. If they want to, say hello to your dad. This is your real dad. If the child needs to, he's 12 years old. And if there's no bond, there's no hello, hi, and there's no what really does he even want to come and do? Doesn't want to be the third person in their marriage or what? How? It's not going to work. The only from a personal perspective, the only thing that can do is, okay, you want to know your child. Okay, child, this is your biological father. Okay, we'll say hello to him, and that's about it. There's nothing else. Why you don't want to change the name? It's not like it's legally your son's husband's surname now. You are going on with your life. Why should someone now come and bring a range and come and rank things up?
But the man doesn't have another child. He wants a child.
That's his own problem now. The child is blood. It's blood. I'm not saying it's not blood though. That's why I'm saying they can introduce the son to him that this is your biological father. That doesn't mean that is your father. He's your biological father. He's the one that gave you life. But this is the one that raised you. This is your father. The child, everybody knows their father. So I'm not saying he cannot know the child. And if the child wants a relationship with him, then that's fine. But if the child doesn't, you can't force a child to be a child for a man that you haven't known all your life till the age of 12.
But so what if the child wants relationship with him?
Then fine. That's up to the child. The child can make that decision when the child is maybe 16, 17 years, 18. Not at age 12. At age 12, the best that woman can do from my perspective, is to say, you know what, this is your father. If she wants to be good, she's not obliged to, because you've denied since all these years, for 12 years. And this man has now taken, another man has taken him as a son, and is now bearing the son, and they've got legal adoption. Legal adoption means it's no longer your child. This is now our child, legally. According in the court of law, it is our child. In the sight of everybody, it's our child. As the child has been born, he has known this man as the father. You are nowhere to be found. Now, you are not telling me you are not the father because of, if you didn't have the problem, will you know where we live? Will you find us? So that's just my opinion. Like, if the child wants to build a relationship with the father, that's fine. I personally think the woman should not be too harsh in like, oh, don't know your father. If it's possible, then that's fine. However, that man has no right whatsoever, from my perspective. It is if the woman wants to be nice and say, okay, son, this is your father. If you want to get to know him, then that's fine. If he doesn't want to, then you can't force the child to. And the man also needs to know his level. It's like, to me, the man is a stranger that is trying to come inside and get to know us. So it's up to the child to get. It's like, I'm trying to make new friends. So that's my opinion.
Bragidio, let me read this comment and I will tell you one scenario. This comment, Sister Dada Opeyemi Abimbola says, Yoruba adage says, Oke Ogun Lore, Oke Ogun Logun Re. Sorry if I spell it wrongly. Baba Omo lo lomo. Since the woman didn't deny the man, it's not the father, so he's the father and remain the father. My conclusion. There's this thing I want to add. I have an uncle. My uncle, their case is honestly like the same. My uncle of a blessed memory. I know if my mom or one of my family is watching, they will know. So he was young. They were in, I think, primary school or secondary school. He impregnated someone and he even threatened the woman not to come near him. And the woman didn't come. And my cousin is 20-something years old. After that, this lady has learned fashion designing. He said they were just abusing. They were abusing her. You bastard. You this, use that. Then he told the mother, I want my dad. I want to go to my dad. And the mother does not have option than to bring her to my uncle. And my uncle then, now he knew that was young age. He was probably youthful, exuberant. He now realized it's a mistake. And he took my cousin home. And that was how they meet each other. So I was like, then as well, pregnancy, I'm telling you, pregnancy, he denied. It was like this story. And with this comment, this sister is saying, do you think it's more reasonable if I don't know. I understand they've been trying, which is okay, which I'm a woman myself. I know the pain, the trauma behind it, the embarrassment, all of the things they go through. I'm not going to say they should change the child name now, but do you think she should give the child and the man a bit of maybe visiting time to know if the man is really genuinely changed or it's because of his situation?
Thank you, ma. Like I was saying initially, the reality is the situations, like there is no two situations that are the same. in this scenario that the woman gave, the man denied her long time ago. Now the boy is 12 years old. Now her husband has legally adopted the child. So the child has a father. Not that someone can call that child a bastard. The child has a father. Has siblings, probably. Younger ones. Is growing up in a house. I'm assuming in a loving house. And everyone is living their life. Now this man comes and says, oh, this is my child. I apologize. It's fine to apologize. I don't see any crime in if the woman, after some thoughts, and say, you know what, okay, let's bygone be bygone. This is your son. Meet your father. That's not a problem. But going as far as changing names, that to me, that makes no sense. That's my perspective. If you want to build a relationship, it's like, to me, is a total stranger that has come into our space. Okay, he wants to get to know us. Okay, get to know us. This is your biological son. This is your biological father. Oh yeah, get to know him. If he wants to build a relationship. You know, there are some people that you can get to know that you just don't click. But because they are biological, they can push it to get to know each other. And if it works, great. If it doesn't work, there's nothing you can do about it.
But changing, you know, this in especially Yoruba, we are so cling with our family name. We want to have even Igbos everywhere. Anyway, we want to have, we call it Arole. What do you call it? Heirs to the throne, heirs to our family. We don't want the name of the family. Please, if you are here, Statoyi, I want your comment. My Oga, I want your comment. Sister Akoyemi, I've just commented. Everybody that is watching, please help us.
Isn't it interesting, Sister Rachel? You are saying as a Yoruba, as this, as that. We want this. It's what we want. Okay, great. What we want. What does the child want?
Right.
What does the child want? Does the child want to let go? Does the child want to let go of, or should the woman now say, "Oh, sorry, I accidentally, this man accidentally adopted you as a child, as his son now. So this is your real father. You cannot go and become the name of that man now." How does that sound for a child? That means you deny him of everything I've known all along.
But you men are so clean when it comes to child responsibility. As long as it's not your surname or something you just felt, there is no point.
But it's been legally adopted. The point I'm trying to make is what is good for the child and what is good for the man. Is it about the man or is it about the child? Who abdicated responsibility? Is it the man or the child?
The child.
Thank you. So at the end of the day, it's not really about, oh, what does the man want? It's not about what he wants, because he's got no say. This is a child that's been legally adopted. It's like, oh, I'm looking, for example, okay, let's flip this situation around. Imagine myself and my wife are looking for children, and we went to an adoption home and legally adopted a child that's been suffering and neglected. And we adopted this child. We brought this child up in our house in a lovely home, as a lovely family. And now, 20 years down the line or 10 years down the line, this child is growing up really well, happy in a home that we've built. We're enjoying our life. Is going to secondary school, about to start school, and then one person comes, oh, I am the mother of this child. I want my child back. What would you say? Should we say, sorry, you are the mother of the child? Okay, sorry, take your child though. After 10 years. What would you say in that situation? Should we say, okay, since this is the legal mother, we can give the child back to the mother and everything is okay? Exactly. And if you look at it from that perspective, the child is 10 years. This one is 12 years now. At 12 years old, you're probably thinking of starting college, or secondary school.
Secondary school, yeah.
Yeah, you are new to secondary school. You are meeting friends. You are a bit more understanding. You know what is going on around you. You've grown up in this stage, and then someone is now coming to say, "Oh, now you are my child. I want you back. Change my name." Come on, it's like it's too much. It's too much. Maybe down the line, maybe when the child is maybe 18, 19, and now wants to build a relationship with the father, I say, you know what? I want my father's name to be the middle name because I've got to know this man. I built a relationship with him. I want to be maybe James, Roy, and then my surname. Then that's a different story. But at this stage, that is something to think about maybe in the future when they want to think about that. But for now,
I don't think the man should hand it. The man should hand his surname. Because if the man... Sorry?
From who?
No, what I mean is the man should, what I mean by earning, that when the man started looking at, the man should not be concerned about surname at this stage.
Thank
the
you.
concern of the man now is the responsibility is to take, not responsibility to bank with children. You know how it works in this country. You have time to take them, maybe weekend, to take them out, do this, the school fees, the stuff, create relationship first. Then the child will now decide if he wants to. It's not the man that will.
Because let's be real, Sister Rachel. The relationship needs to be. I agree with you. In the man's responsibility now is to build a relationship. But I don't know the circumstance of the woman. Don't get me wrong. But I'm assuming they are well off. They are doing well. The father of the child is not complaining about sending the child to school. The child is probably not lacking anything that it needs to go to school. I'm assuming probably have siblings, younger ones, that is building a relationship with. I'm assuming here. Don't quote me. I'm assuming here. And then you now say, okay, what does the child like? The only thing the man, from my perspective, the man can do, if it's a man that is raising this question in a different way, or the woman is trying to look for advice, is okay, if you can create a situation where they can build a relationship with each other based on the man, the child, and the man. This is your biological father. Yeah. If you want to get to know him, that's fine. That's something they can build on. And then they can now build on that relationship going forward. So maybe down the line, like you were saying correctly, down the line, if you now want to say, okay, I would love if you could change your surname to my surname, or maybe to your middle name or something like that. Then that is this conversation they can have later. At this stage, and that's not even a conversation that the mom needs to deal with. That's a conversation between the child and the father. Down the line, not now. Because right now, the child has a father, has a mother, has probably siblings. You are just a stranger currently trying to get to know the child. Although you are a biological father, but you've not been a father. You are a biological man. Well, I don't know how to describe it. You're a sperm donor.
Sperm donor,
So,
yeah. Most of men are sperm donor.
Yeah, so that's the way I see it from my perspective. Maybe down the line, the situation can change and then they can review that relationship. But at the current place, don't put yourself under stress to say, oh, I'm in trouble. No, you are not in any trouble. The situation has you are still the mother, the father is still the father, the son is still your son as a woman. Now, if this man wants to come and have a relationship with them, then good. If you are happy to, again, even from my perspective, even if the father of the child doesn't want that man to have a relationship with the child, then that's it. That's my opinion. As if I'm the father of the child and I say, who is this man? The child I've been training for 12 years, that has siblings that have been a bond with, and I've legally adopted the child. You know, I don't want you to have anything to do with my son. Go away. The man has the right to do that because legally he is responsible for the child. Legally, he is responsible for the financial welfare, for the mental health of the child, for psychological welfare of the child. He is responsible. Knows the child. So that's my own opinion in that regard. Thank you.
Thank you, Brad Gideon. Let me read the comments one by one. Sister Tony says she cannot change the name. You too, Sister Tony. This man come back simply because he could not have another child again. Number 2, he never accepted the pregnancy nor did he ask after the baby. And to crown it all, legal adoption is in place. Yes, I will greet the man and forgive, but he cannot claim the child, and I will not even put my child through any mental distress. I will discuss with the child when the child is old enough to know. Sister Tony and Brad Gideon, you guys just make your points. Now, to be honest, I agree. This one, I concur. What I expect is the relationship first. Why are you so fast about changing of surname? Why are you so eager about all those things? Did you even care about the child? If you care about the child, give the child chance to decide what he wants to do. My oga say, why is he after surname? Abio, you should build the relationship with the child first. Thank you, ma. You should build the relationship first. Make the child and the woman trust you. Let the child come and use one weekend, and the child will know how you treat him. Satoni said there's nothing to her, ma. The man should just look and see Ajari. Sister Tony, you are Juju. Can you not be diplomatic for once? To be honest, it's bitter. It is bitter. And I say it is very bitter. Name cannot change. Sister Dada Opeyemi Abiola says, name cannot be changed, but agree is the father and remain the father. That's all. Agreeing that is the father and remain the father is two different things. Remaining the father is the most important thing. To agree that is father, and father is different from sperm donor. I say it with my full chest. Anybody that know how to impregnate and doesn't know how to do the responsibility on that child is just a sperm donor. And whenever they are doing Father's Day, he should go and lock himself so that nobody will greet him Happy Father's Day, because he's not a father. My Oga say it is left to the child to decide if he actually wants to change his name back to the father. But now, wow, after 12 years to that, yes, that's really bad of the man, really. I'm telling you, my Oga, so many things are happening. There are a lot of things around. 12 years is bad. That woman has been traumatized. Did they even think about how the lady will feel? Mental health, depression, and all other things. I don't know. They say they are serving breakfast. They are doing this. They are saying on the internet. If they know the real pain of those things, I think people will be determined to encourage people. Yes, sir.
No, I just thought about something now. Just imagine if they haven't told that child that it wasn't that man's child. Just imagine if the man is treating us as my child and has legally adopted the child, and the child did not know that it's not the child of that man, and this is now coming. How do you think the child will feel? How do you think? I mean, I'm just thinking out loud.
Yeah, that's true. The child will be confused. You've told me that this is my father. Now you bring another man. They can mess up that boy for life. To be honest, they can mess him up for life. Let me read Sister Tony's comment. Sister Tony said the man is a sperm donor, not a father, I beg. And Sister Dada Abiola finishing. He says sperm donor father. There's no father there. The word father. My people, please, let's be fair on this man. Maybe the man is watching us. We don't know. Let's be a bit fair. I'm not saying we should agree to his bid, but at least let's help him. But anyway, it's not bad for him to feel the pain the woman feels. Talking from a woman's side is not easy.
No, I mean, looking at it from another perspective as well, I understand that, maybe the man, we all make mistakes in life. Maybe when he was young and we made a mistake, that's fine. We all make mistakes. Things happen that are beyond our control. Fair enough. And if he's trying to build a relationship, he has to earn it. There are some things, there are some steps he has to take. I'm not the man. If I was a man, I wouldn't be in a position to be demanding. I'll be in a position to be requesting for help. So it's not a place for me to be, it's my child. No, it's not your child. It's a place, you should be in a place where you are saying, look, I know I've messed up. I'm here for apology. Can we talk? I do apologize. Please help me. How can I make things? You can't make things right, but how can I correct some of my mistakes? How can I make rest? Because every sin or every situation has a corresponding price to pay to balance it off. There's always a remedy. So how can I? You can't change the whole story, but how can I make amends? Yeah, how can I build some bridges? How can I make amends if possible? That is if possible. What can I do? It's going to be a tough conversation as a family. So it's the man should be in a place where he's asking, look, regardless of how much millions or how wealthy the man is, I don't know, it's not recorded. The man should be in a place of, look, I've messed up. I apologize. I know it's taking me so long. How can I make amends? How can you help me to make amends? Because the only people that can help this man, if this man is watching us, the only people that can help this man is the wife and the husband, the father and the mother of the child. They are the only people that can help you if they want to help. And the only way they can help, they're going to have to kind of dig down and ask and have a serious, deep conversation, think about it before they do it. Because if you know, like me now, I have a cousin that is 8 years, she's 8 or 9, and then I have one that is 6. They are both so sharp. Oh my goodness, these children are so sharp that they will tell you something. They'll be like, oh my goodness, how can I explain this to this child? And you know your children. You know there are some things that you can tell them that they can take. You know some things that they can tell them that they can't take. So to protect them, there are some things you just say, I know this is not a good thing for my child. I'm not even going to have this conversation. So forget about it. It's not going to work. We can introduce you as an uncle, maybe. Maybe I'm just thinking out loud, like thinking of ahead of myself. But for demanding change on them, that's just too early. It's going to have to be building a relationship first, trying to make amends if possible. That's just my opinion.
Thank you so much, sir. Let me read Sister Tony comment. Sister Tony said the man is desperate to be called a father, but he didn't play that role from the beginning. I would tell him he was just a sperm donor, not the father. There is a difference between impregnating and fathering. Thank you. It's two different things. People should stop being sentimental. Can a woman come back after abandoning a child and still be her? Even the one that doesn't abandon child, the one that is the husband that sent away in Africa the way they do, without child, if the wife wants to visit the child, hell will become loose. Can a woman come back after abandoning a child and still be allowed? I don't know. My Oga says, Tamanika says, so had it been he had other kids, he wouldn't have looked for the child. That is the truth. If he had other kids, he wouldn't have looked for that child. To impregnate someone is just a bit of it. It is so. Even I know this woman will watch this program because I already told him we will sort it out. I want to say kudos to you. Well done. And I learned from you. Getting that adoption done legally shows the value of education you have. Going to school is not education. Know what to do when you support. Imagine there is no legal document. This man can go to court and claim nonsense. If that woman doesn't have strength, she was broken and scattered into pieces, impregnating her, running away. But she gathered her pieces together, make something good. Maybe it's even the husband that help her to get over you quick. You damage somebody emotion, you damage somebody mental health, you damage a lot of things. Now you want to come back after 12 years. It is not fair. Not every woman can get over it and go scot-free. Up to today, some women have mental illness just because of what their man do to them. The Lord, I want to encourage men, please, even if you don't want to marry that person, don't even sleep with her. Even let's say you now sleep with her, you have child. Whatever happened between you and that lady does not have to affect your children. I can do such myself. She's even nice. Giving her sorry. Let's change the topic. Let's round up for today. Raggedy. It is well. I'm just saying men should be responsible. If you have a child, look after that child. The Lord will help us in Jesus' name. And stop all this nonsense. Making ladies to be ashamed of what you both does. You both sleep together. She's not the only one. She's the only one being embarrassed. God will help us. Brother Gideon, please round up for tonight.
I mean, it's been an interesting evening today. Thank you so much for joining us. And going back to the first question, the most important one, women, stop denying men of sex is very, very important. And God will help you. And men as well, take care of your wives. Take care of. Don't leave them to do everything by themselves, because women can be tired, and especially when children are involved. Please help your wives. Don't be a sex, husband only. Be a helper. I know your wife is there to help you. She's not there to be your slave. So please help her, encourage her, and yeah, don't deny each other. That's what Pastor Rachel said. So don't deny each other. Don't deny your husband. It goes both ways. Thank you. Have a good night.
Bragidio. So you see, have us in mind for this sex matter. Anyway, my oga say clove also work. So, sister Dada Opeyemi Abimbola, see me in camera in my inbox now. What does work? We will bring it out, put it together, and put on the page. Mark Shukabo will not ban us in Jesus' name. Amen. Fire. Thank you so much, Bragidio. To be honest, we can live in love and in peace. Men, help your wife. Wife, help your husband. Don't let us deny each other our body, because the day we marry each other is your husband body and your husband body is yours. You've become one. So we don't deny each other, and please, let's help each other. It has been a wonderful day. It has been a very lovely day. It has been a lovely day, and we are so happy to have Bragidion. We love you. We know you are busy. The Lord is your strength. Thank you so much for joining us. Shout out to Sister Iyanu and the children. We love you so much. Everybody at home, thank you for joining us. Don't forget to join us next week. Next week, we are coming again. Please, you guys, it's your question that didn't allow us to be doing topics, because I still want us to talk about sex and cheating, because those are the two powerful topics. But it's like you guys just choose to be sending us questions, and we understand things that are bothering you. It's important you share it out, and the Lord will continue to strengthen you. Shout out to my sister Dada Opeyemi Abimbola, my oga, Sister Monica Ameshi, our lovely sister Olutoyin Olaoye, and everybody that has been watching us. Sister Fumi, so we love you. Thank you so much for watching us. As we come your way next week, we will see you in Jesus' name. Bye. Gogo aye gbede suga angali ẹwọn lẹ fún ẹmu adé ọba rẹwà ṣe lọba. Ọba ni Jésù, ọba ni Jésù, ọba ni Jésù, ọba ni Jésù, ọba ni Jésù. See you next week.